Hello, and welcome back to Charmed Persons. Welcome back to Season 2 of The Remains. We'll get into some announcements later. Without any further ado, let's get right in to Part 2 with a recap of last week. So, in our last session, we met our four survivors. Jimmy Carraway, the addict comedian, played by Matt Schwartzwalder. Anita Kent, the loyal vet student, played by Emily Kipp. Lex Cooper, the sassy violinist, played by Angie Forshee. And finally, Ash Murphy, the reformed nurse, played by Ian Pantel. We met Jimmy as his evening Central Park nap was interrupted by Officers Kavanaugh and Jacobs. We met Anita Kent, mid-interview with Central Park Zoo vet assistant Mina Aziz. We met Lex Cooper as she serenaded Central Park denizens with her good friend TJ Menez. And we were introduced to Ash Murphy as they were reunited with their friend and sponsor, Billy Chesterton. It was here that their worlds began to fall apart. The cordyceps brain infection that had been plaguing the world in recent months and finally came to a breaking point. The US government tried their best to keep the outbreak under wraps, but soon our survivors and their friends found themselves in the middle of a battlefield. The infected began to turn, and these normal, everyday citizens had to witness acts of violence and terror that up until this point had only existed in movies or works of fiction. Thrown into chaos by the packs of infected, our survivors began running for safety. Eventually, all four of our survivors and their companions, new and old, found themselves on the same path, facing the same dangers. For not only were infected individuals brutally and mercilessly attacking those around them, but the military, sworn to protect them, had turned on the crowds and were firing on everyone, infected or not. Seemingly with no way out, our survivors found a sliver of hope, and three thieves turned saviors. Richie O'Leary and his sister, V. O'Leary, and their associate, Lane Daniels, were armed and luckily had an escape route scouted and prepared. With only seconds to spare, and culminating in a grenade explosion, our survivors found themselves all thrust together in the sewer tunnels of New York. Reeling from the events above, our survivors collected themselves. Conversations were had, some more confrontational than others. Secrets were discovered, family members were contacted, wounds were healed, and anxieties increased. After collecting themselves as best as they could, our survivors trekked through the tunnels of New York sewers, following the band of thieves to a vehicle and potential safety. Upon arriving at the location of their getaway vehicles, our survivors and their cohorts exited the sewer tunnels to find the city they called home in shambles. Looters were rioting, mixed with infected ravaging. After coldly dispatching two potential robbers, our party piled into the van and peeled out. That is where we left off. So, welcome back to the chaos, welcome back to New York City, and welcome back to The Remains, Season 2, Part 2, The City That Never Sleeps. The high-pitched squeal of rubber turning over asphalt pierces your ears. The vertigo of being thrown to and fro without the support of seating or a seatbelt causes you some disorientation. Flashes of images fly by the tinted windows. You see a woman crying, falling to her knees, a loved one in her arms. You see officers and looters meeting each other with riot shields in the street, violence erupting. You see rabid, blood-covered, infected, tearing flesh from bones. Outside of this van is pure terror. The adrenaline pumping through your veins allows you to exist cognitively in this moment, but still your brain finds it hard to compute the visions that you are seeing. Richie and Lane are in the front seat of the van, arguing over the quickest and safest directions to the safe house. The rest of you are all piled up in the back of the van. There's a middle seat that V and Calvin have found themselves in, and the rest of you are in the back of the van. Nothing to hold on to, just kind of floating freely, having to
Jesus.
brace yourself every moment or so. It's a tight fit. Everyone's right up on top of each other. In these brief moments that you have, And the answer to this can be no, nothing. I just want to get there. I want to sit in silence. But is there anything that you would like to do?
I think that Anita would be still like alternating texting and calling Andy.
Okay, yeah. Well, if you recall, at the end of last episode, the service actually went out
Oh, right.
on all of your phones, and so you still probably do just instinctually pull out your
Yeah. I'd
phone.
probably be like obsessively like looking at the bars to see if there's a second that I get service. And
For
I'm sure
sure.
there's not, but she's sort of just like obsessing over that.
Yeah, of course. Uh, Lex, last we left off for you, you had an emotional conversation with your mother after finding out that not only was she bitten, but your father had been infected, had turned, and had apparently been shot. As you're reeling from this recent discussion, these recent memories, is there anything that you do?
Um, Definitely clutching for dear life, uh, my violin. It's like out in front of me, so like any bump hits me and not it.
Yeah.
Um, and you said that we're like actively
Oh yeah.
like
Act
zooming.
there's times where you're a little bit slower, but like yeah, the
Yeah.
streets are relatively empty as far as traffic goes. Because keep in mind, this main outbreak, this main attack started at this point over a couple hours ago, and so the
Mhm.
city has been dealing with this for hours now, and occasionally there are other cars on the streets. Most of them are broken down, burning actively.
Mhm.
Some of them are actually driving. But yeah, right now you're weaving in and out of the streets of the city, which is in and of itself something that is incredibly foreign to you, as New York is always, bumper to bumper traffic.
Yeah. I think anytime we like slow down or if we like hear like a growl or like any sort of indication of like the infected outside, I'm just like checking in on TJ because I
Yeah,
feel like I need to be strong for him.
yeah,
And like I feel like that's kind of a role reversal. I feel like he's always the one that's like trying to get me to do things and like push me.
yeah, for sure.
Um, so yeah, I think there would just be kind of like some quiet tension. I'd probably like grab his hand if I feel that he's getting a little bit uneasy.
Yeah,
Uh, and then also like just desperately trying not to make eye contact, but also check in on someone who's also in this van with us.
yeah, for sure. Uh, you are holding the hand of TJ, and he is definitely, it's kind of that dichotomy of skills and abilities and stressors that you're able to overcome in the everyday world become they get flipped on its head in a situation like this, and those who are quote unquote ill prepared for everyday life normally have a new switch that is flipped in them, and something that kicks in times of adrenaline filled excitement like this. um, and so he is kind of overwhelmed, and you are this rock for him despite everything that's going on for you, and you're holding on to his hand, and there's a moment where you guys kind of slow down for a stop as Lane and Richie are just arguing over what to do. And TJ kind of looks over up at you, and he smiles slightly, and then behind him you see an infected run right into the window of this van, just start banging on it, blood spewing over the tinted window. Richie and Lane immediately just like, all right, drive, 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 and they start pulling out. And just a reminder that there are no moments of peace here.
As that one happens, I like lean into him and I just be like, that one kind of reminded me of my ex.
He he smirks in spite of himself, and just like elbows you
Yeah.
in the side, um, and that's kind of how you're spending your time here. Jimmy, uh, last we last we left off with you, you had just had a pretty emotional moment down in the sewers with Calvin, as well as uh, kind of dealing with this situation with humor and probably having difficulty computing what's going on. What do you do? What are you doing in these moments?
I am talking the entire time,
Okay,
and
yeah.
like not really to anyone,
Uh
just
huh.
kind of like mindlessly like narrating what's happening, just like just to myself, kind of subconsciously.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Uh, you notice that Officer Kavanaugh has not in a very like overt way and not super noticeable. It's a little bit subtle, but her hand has found yours, and she's squeezing your hand as this is happening. And she looks over at you, and she says, "You know, it's all right if you want to take a breath. Everything's this is really crazy. Everything that's happening, and I just gotta say, down in the sewers, I couldn't believe what was going on, and I couldn't get my wits about me. And you checked in on me, and I just wanted to say thank you for that."
Hey, no problem. I saw how you dealt with the situation in the park. I knew you were a good cop. Just gotta. Sometimes something crazy happens. You just gotta need someone to snap you out of it. No problem.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you being that for me, and I'm trying to be that for you right now. Maybe you should just take a few breaths.
It's just crazy and terrible that the 1 month I stopped going to the gym, the apocalypse happens. Like what are the odds?
Hey, it's bad luck.
Uh,
It's bad luck.
Whatever. We'll get through this. It's fine. If anything, this is a chance to reinvent myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What do you think? Maybe I'll be like the grizzled, seasoned veteran leader of like a group of outcasts. Think I got it in me?
You know what, Jimmy? I think if anybody can convince a group of people that there's someone else, it's probably gonna be you.
Hell yeah. Well, if you want, you can be my trusty, no nonsense sidekick who
Just
watches
kind of,
over the group.
I just kind of stand in the corner with my arms crossed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? People don't really see me as an intimidating individual, but I could try it for sure.
And we have like a will they, won't they relationship for like at least 3 seasons.
Oh, really? 3 seasons, 3 whole seasons before a move is
Yeah,
made.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then, of course, season four is, well, we'll get to season four. I squeeze her hand.
She squeezes back and kind of chuckles despite herself. Both of you, Lex and Jimmy, able to bring kind of levity to the people that you're with in this moment. And lastly, we'll check in with Ash. Ash also having a very emotional conversation, or maybe discovery, before jumping into this van, having finally heard back from their ex. Who had messaged them a bunch of times saying how scared they were, how insane what was going on was, and how they are going to be making their way to this address that you have sent them. Um, so Ash is kind of reeling from that, and they're kind of, reeling from having to be a person who came to the aid of others in a moment of crisis. And, you know, just like everyone else, their adrenaline is pumping through their veins. What's going on in Ash's mind? How are they handling this situation?
I think in particular with that last show of kind of brutality of just like watching society already like from witnessing the army shooting down civilians in the park to coming out in the city just being completely flipped on its head. Um, Ash has lived in New York for almost 10 years, but they grew up they grew up in Ohio, so uh, they haven't seen the city at its worst, kind of like this, besides like a few protests and breakdowns and stuff like that. And they're here amidst what is a pandemic and a riot, and they are really struggling, I think, with their demons of anxiety. They uh, just witnessed these people who would have robbed them and left them with nothing get shot down without any kind of ceremony or second thought. And now the most daunting thing, they are potentially going to have an encounter with their ex. So
Yeah, no, it's a lot it's a lot that they're reeling from, and yeah, it's to talk about what happened at the end of last session. It is something to see Lane so coldly and just calculated, without a second thought, raise his weapon and take down two full individuals with histories and families and pasts, and as they said, the world has already flipped up on its head, and all of you, including Ash, have seen multiple instances of society and humanity truly being so far down the spectrum from what they were used to saying. And as you're kind of reeling from all of this, all of you hear a loud kind of horn as you look up towards Richie and Lane. Lane's looking out the window at his rearview mirror. Richie's doing the same, kind of back and forth as he's watching the street. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, oh, fuck. And then Lane looks at the window out the rearview mirror. We've got company, everyone. And those of you who can, you like all, whether you're looking out the side or out the back windows of the van, you see a pickup truck that is driving very quickly up to you. You see two individuals in the cab of the truck and two individuals in the bed of the truck currently standing, bracing themselves on kind of like the metal exhaust piping on the top of the pickup truck. One of them is just kind of bracing themselves, leaning forward. The other is bracing themselves, and they have a automatic rifle that they are currently like firing in the air. The truck is flashing its lights at all of you. Do any of you do anything in particular?
Does he want us to turn around?
I don't know what they want. Whatever they want, it can't be fucking good. That's for sure.
Is there another way? Can we just get out of here?
They're following us. I don't know. And he's like, he's like, let's try. And he turns the vehicle to the right. Lane's like, no, we can't get there from this angle. It doesn't matter. The one ways don't fucking matter anymore. And he kind of turns his wheel.
There are no rules.
Yeah, all of you feel yourselves like list in the vehicle. And almost fall to the side. Bo's having an extremely hard time in here. He's sliding back
trying to
and forth.
hold on to him.
Yeah, that's able to. You're definitely able to make it to where he's not getting hurt at all. And as this is happening, the truck seemingly like goes past where you guys were turning, and you see just immediately like smoke from friction on the road as the pickup like turns into reverse and then immediately peels out and starts following you.
Oh, damn.
All right, this isn't good. This isn't fucking good.
Lose him.
And they're following us?
Yeah, they're following you.
How good of a driver are you? Let's go down one of the back alleys. We can lose him if you're adept.
We're in New York City. There are no alleys.
Oh, that's right.
Man.
All these Chicago people talking about.
Dang it! Yeah. Of course, as a native New Yorker, I know this.
Just drive faster. I don't.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, I'm trying to drive as fast as there's 13
I
people in this
don't
fucking van.
We're good. Everybody, hold on to each other.
Calvin is kind of like starting to like he gets up on his feet and he starts squatting. And he starts like waddling to the back of the van.
What?
Alright, I'm not gonna let this fucking happen. This is ridiculous. He opens the van door in the back.
What
the
are
van
you
door is
doing?
now open. He opens it up. It flings open, and he takes out his pistol and he just starts
Oh my god!
firing at the pickup truck.
Screaming.
At least shoot at their tires. Jesus.
The guy who has the automatic rifle firing in the air points it down towards the van. I need all of you to make an agility check.
No!
Oh, God.
Fucking Calvin!
Calvin, what are you doing, my man?
You said he was toward the back.
Yeah, he's at the back of the van. Yeah.
I'll roll, but then I'm gonna fucking try to drag this guy's ass back in this van.
Yeah, 19 for me.
Nice.
You said agility?
Yes.
16.
Okay.
A 19 for me.
19
Just
for me.
because.
Ooh, a 19 for me, too.
Okay,
Shout of Doom for the win, Matt.
Can you roll for
Yeah.
Bo and add 1?
Yeah. But when I have the same agility. Oh,
Honestly, to have the
no.
same agility as a dog's nice.
Yeah,
7.
Okay.
I don't like that.
And then
Can
Ash.
Bo have mine?
My agility is a 6.
6.
Damn.
Okay. So
Oh, not a
The
plus
roll is
6.
a 6.
Ash
Oh,
and Bo take 1 point of damage as a bullet. As the rest of you are able to get down quickly enough, as bullets fly through the van, cutting through, you hear this like tick 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 of the van getting riddled with bullets.
You're keeping track of Bo's stats, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And Lex, what do you do?
I would try to like grab his clothes and like yank him back in here.
Okay,
and-
yeah, roll a brawn check.
Oh God. That was a 6.
6. He's gonna roll an agility check. That's a 14. He's gonna beat you on that. You try to grab him and pull him back, and he like fights you off. I'm trying to get them off our fucking tail.
What the fuck? There are people in this goddamn van, my dude.
Do you want them to keep firing at us? And he
But
takes
Seems
a
like
couple
we
more
shot
shots.
close
first.
the door.
Yeah, close the door, dude. You freaking idiot.
Wait, because they weren't shooting at us. They were just
No.
shooting in the air, and
Yeah,
he
they were
shot
shooting-
at them.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
I would
you,
try to
dude.
pull Calvin away and close the door as well, for sure.
Okay, roll a brawn check, and I'll say you get advantage because everybody seems to kind of be on board here, helping you out.
That's a 21.
21, nice. With a 21, you're able to pull him in. The door is shut. He is going to swing at Jimmy. He gets a 2. Jimmy, he like swings at you, but the car like turns last second. He just like goes wild and moves to and gets thrown to the side.
You swinging at me? Huh, bro?
Don't
get
you
up in his
fucking
face.
put your hands on me again? Are you kidding me?
You endanger the
Not even.
entire goddamn van.
I'm trying to save the van. And you hear Lade from the front. Enough! That's not going to help anything.
Sit
And
down.
You all keep driving forward. This truck now speeds up and runs into the back of the van, causing you all to like fishtail for a second. In this moment, is there anything else that anyone would like to do?
Do we think we can actually outrun these people or outdrive these people?
Not in our van. We got a big ass van. They got a truck. I think we're gonna have
What
to
if we-
either.
What if we stop and talk to them but stay in the van so we can take off if we need to?
I don't think we can stop. There's.
I don't think
shit
there's gonna.
happening all around.
I don't think there's gonna be a conversation much to be had. Richie says from the front.
Fuck.
Well, I guess this is it for us.
Floor it, Richie.
All right. And he just keeps driving as fast as he can. And we're gonna go ahead and roll a luck check.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm gonna roll this in the chat of doom. I'm gonna roll a d20. Actually, I'm gonna roll a d100. In this one instance, there's a 20% chance that you lose them. So you want a 20 or below. Here we go. That is 48. So Richie tries to turn a corner. He can't. This truck is still coming at you guys. I need everyone to make agility checks again.
18.
I got a 4.
Also 18.
Okay.
And Bo got an 8.
21. Bo and Anita, sorry, I'm learning these characters. Bo and Anita both take 1 hit point each. Just so you know, Bo's at 2 hit points. Bo...
Can I take a second? And I don't know if it'll do anything, but I've got like a flannel tied around my waist. Just like rip some of it off and like kind of wrap up wherever he got hit.
You can attempt to try to do that and start doing that, but mechanically, there's nothing really that's gonna do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm gonna try something because
Okay.
this is all about found object shit.
Yeah.
And I just want to make sure there's a guy that's standing up with a gun and there's a guy driving.
There's 2 guys in the cab One
In
of
the
them is
cab.
driving, obviously.
Okay.
So there's 4 guys total. 2 guys in the cab, one of them driving. And then 2 guys in the bed. One's just standing up, and then one's standing up with the rifle. He's the one that's firing on you guys.
Yeah, okay, this is so stupid, but I'm 19 and I've never lived through an apocalypse before.
I love it. What are you going to do?
I would, warn everybody that I'm going to open the door and be like, I'm going to try something.
Okay.
Can I put myself in front of Bo?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, like, everybody get down.
Any damage that Bo will take, you will take.
And I want to take, this is so stupid. I hate pre-apocalypse. I only want post-apocalypse. I'll swing the door open again, holding on, but take my folder of blank sheet music out that I have in my backpack
Yeah.
and like fling it so it goes flying and like tries to obscure or like
Okay.
throw
Amazing.
off them.
Cool.
That way
Worth
that
a
we can
shot.
at least get a little bit of like leeway on them.
I was going to say that the next roll is 35%. With that, I'm going to give you a 50-50 shot here.
Okay.
Whether or not this van can escape these guys. So you want a 50 or
what is-
below. I'm going to roll it in the
Oh,
chat. So
you're doing it.
You
Okay.
moved it from 35 to 50 is what you did with
Okay.
that. So the sheet music flies out like doves on a wedding day and immediately cover the windshield, and a couple hit this guy with the AK. And with a 20 on the D100, Richie uses this to turn down a very existent alleyway. And
The one in Midtown? Is that the one?
Yeah, the one. And with the sheet music covering
It's
everybody.
a lot of sheet music. I'm really good.
Maybe I give him some paper cuts.
Yeah.
I finally understand Bach.
Yeah,
Music.
If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it.
Music
That's art, but.
has quelled the beast.
and you are able to escape with that.
And I slam the door really quick, and I'm like, no! Wow, I didn't think that would work.
Yeah, I mean, so you are able to escape, and you're able to like everything calms down in this moment. As you continue moving forward, Calvin kind of like assholishly says, oh, so no one gets mad at her for fucking opening the door out of nowhere, but I'm the one who's a fucking asshole trying to save my life.
You
Her-
shot.
her shit worked.
It was less about the door opening, my guy, and more about the, gunnery.
Okay, well,
Like-
if you really think, Little Miss Princess, that those guys were gonna stop us for a friendly conversation, you're a fucking idiot. How about that?
Is he talking to
No
me?
way of
or-
knowing now.
He's talking to Lex.
He's talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
There's
Fuck
no-
off. I just saved our asses, and you got, a couple people a little bit grazed, so I would sit down and shut the fuck up.
And he kind of just like, he does sit down and shut the fuck up and
Yeah.
just kind of mutters underneath his breath.
Damn, good work with the sheet music, by the way. Sucks to see some good music go to waste like that, but to my eyes, perfect. What's your name, by the way?
Lex.
Oh, Lex. Nice to meet you. By the way, everyone, Jimmy Caraway. Yes, that's me.
I like look at TJ and I'm like,
He looks so. You look over at TJ, and TJ looks to be like, I don't know, passed out.
oh, what?
He's just
TJ.
he looks like asleep or something.
That's concerning given all of the jostling and activity that just happened. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go over and
Is he
shake his.
dick?
I don't recall. I don't think so.
You shake TJ, nothing happens.
He's. Are you fucking kidding me? TJ? Shake him again.
Go ahead and roll a search check for me.
I'm gonna fucking quit this game. Search check? Yeah, that is a big fat 22.
As you're shaking TJ, you realize that your hand that you're placing on his abdomen is very wet.
It's blood, isn't it?
You look down, and it does seem to be crimson in color.
TJ, t- uh, fuck, and I'll like pull him forward, like.
Time slows down as the van that you are in lifts up. Gravity seems to not affect you in this moment as everyone goes flying. People are tumbling over each other. It's as if the world completely slows down. Time is almost still, moving frame by frame, very slowly, as the van that you are in slams into the ground on its side and starts to roll. All of you are immediately tossed and turned, thrashing from side to side as you get you hear glass shattering as someone is thrown from the van. All of you, everyone, takes 1 point of damage.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Ash.
Just a real quick thing was post firefight and getting away from the van. I was like, oh, and I'm going into my bag to get the anxiety meds.
Okay.
So mid car crash, I like that just goes flying.
Okay,
Oh
yeah.
my
I mean,
God,
pills go everywhere. Time finally speeds back up, and all of you find yourselves ears ringing, not really knowing what's going on. You start to climb out of the van. Some of you realizing that you don't need to climb out of the van. There's asphalt already underneath you. You're lucky that most of you seem to be just fine. Jimmy, you see Officer Kavanaugh there next to you. Hair tossed, blood kind of pouring from her head, but she looks okay. Ash, Billy Chesterton across from you is holding the already kind of bloody bandage that's on its head that seems to have been reopened, but he's moving. He's awake. You see Richie. You see Lane Daniels, who's getting up with his gun and immediately like reeling from what's going on, but is surveying the area. The van doors kick open as Calvin crawls out of the back of the van door. You hear, no, and Richie O'Leary climbs out of the driver's side window and runs over. As you exit the van, you see that he is standing over the body of V, who is twisted and contorted, clearly dead. Anita, Bo is nowhere to be found immediately. And Lex, you kind of come to with TJ on top of you.
Yeah, I would like roll him off me.
Yeah.
And like I think I already know. But like I'm gonna.
You roll him off you. You place your fingers where you think you've seen people do so in TV shows and movies. You shake him. You feel no pulse. You see no reaction. You see no movement in the chest. No inhalation. Your friend is dead. Whether it's the van or the gunshot, he's gone.
Anybody have a diamond?
Or 300 gold?
I would probably throw up.
Okay, yeah.
Especially after all of the like adrenaline.
Yeah.
And then kind of look around to everybody else, see where they're at, and if I could find my guitar or his guitar and my violin. See if they made it.
You stand up, you see everybody that I've described, everybody other than TJ does seem to be alive and moving. You do see Anita getting out of the van. And after a moment of her looking around, you see, limping from behind the van, Bo come up and walk up to her.
She gets to keep her best friend.
Hey, my brother died.
My dad died and my mom spit.
We've all lost something, man.
Lost.
Whining, Bo comes up to you, hurt.
Oh. And I give him some scritches, and I take my water and just sort of like try to like wash out his wounds if there's any like if he was on the cement or if anything needs washed out, you know, so he doesn't get infected.
All of you take in your immediate surroundings. From the direction that you were driving, you see that there is a dead body with blood streaking from that body towards the direction of your van, putting two and two together. This van hit this body at just the right angle and just flipped and just started turning. You see that in the direction from where you were coming, you see fires, explosion, bullets flying. It's very dangerous. In the direction that you were heading, you see Rich standing up from V, sobbing. You see Lane, who has been surveying the area, kind of looks, and he points in the direction behind him towards the direction where the van was going and says, "We're just a couple blocks away. Everyone gather what you can. We gotta move now." And as he says that, all of you take a look at your surroundings. What you see in your immediate area, you see a storefront to a sporting goods store where the window has been smashed in. You see a storefront to a gardening store where the window has been smashed in. You see the dead body of V. O'Leary, and you see a police car with the trunk open. You have just enough time to run to one of these locations should you want to. With that in mind, we cut back to Lex as you're kind of surveying everything. About 20 feet from the body of TJ Menez, you see his guitar shattered in pieces. On the largest piece of his guitar, symbolically, you see your violin almost pristinely sitting on top of it on the street. The bow a few feet away from that.
Yeah, I'll... Oh my fucking god. I can't leave him. But I have to.
It's whatever you think.
Yeah, I mean...
Any option's an option.
You said that Richie running?
Richie is starting to walk away from his sister's body and is starting to... He's picked up a square backpack that we all know is a cage.
Yeah.
And is throwing it over his shoulder and is yelling for everybody to follow him. Calvin is already with them.
Yeah.
Billy's looking over at Ash and like nodding towards the direction of where they're heading. Yeah.
What's Anita doing?
What is Anita doing?
As soon as he said that, I think I would go to... You said there's a sporting goods store, the police car, and what was the other store?
A gardening store, and there's the body of V. O'Leary, and I am listing that as a location because you would know that you would, as morbid as it is, you would be able to find supplies on her body. She was outfitted for a combative mission.
I'm gonna leave it to the Lane and Richie to go through her.
They're walking away from it.
They're walking away from her.
Hmm?
Ooh, okay. I mean, if she's the closest thing, so I think I would go to her. I'm looking for anything to help Bo. He's in bad shape. I would go look through her. You
find on V. O'Leary's body and Lex, you see her heading to it. You see a submachine gun, and a 1 first aid kit or med kit.
I would, I mean, as soon as I found it, like, sit down on the pavement and, like, open the med kit and start helping Bo.
Okay, noted. Do you take the gun?
Yeah, I would take the gun. I don't know that I can necessarily use it, but I would take it.
Okay, just so you know, it has the way because submachine gun has a lot of ammo. The way I'm going to phrase this is there's 10 bursts worth of ammo, so 10 uses of this gun, and I did add it to the weapon list tab of your character sheets, so their stats for it do exist. And you sit down and you're helping Bo. That's going to take a second. Lex, what do you do?
All these adults are just doing weird things, and I need guidance. I'm a child. So I was gonna, like, kind of, you know, as a female adult figure, even though she's probably not much older than me, try to use Anita as, like, a moral compass.
I think I'm like 3 years older than you.
Yeah. But I'll see that and be like, oh, she's a looter now. Okay. Crazy. And I'll just like grab my violin and like give one last look to TJ and just run after Richie and Lane and follow them.
So, and I'm just making this clear, you don't go to any of the other locations? And that's okay if you wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
I need help.
And let's go ahead and check in with Ash. Ash, what do you think you do in this moment?
Ash would immediately kind of freak out that the pills are gone and look to see if find the bottle and see if there's just like any immediately.
For sure. Let's go ahead and roll a search check.
Ooh, good roll. Search. Oh, 24.
24? I was going to give you every number above 20. So you have 4 pills that you are able to find. And as you, like, a couple of them are in the bottle and a couple of them you just happen to spy near you. And you're able to gather them and put them in the bottle. As you're, like, finishing putting the 4th pill in the bottle, you feel a tug on your shoulder as Billy pulls you up. All right, what do we do? We're following them, right?
Yeah.
I got your back. You lead the way, and he like starts to lead the way. Do you go to any of the 3 locations on your way?
Seeing that Anita's got medical supplies and is helping Bo from Bee's body, I think I would check the police vehicle to see if there was any medical supplies there.
You go up to the police car. You do not find any medical supplies. However, what you do find are a revolver with 6 chambered bullets and a shotgun with 4 shells.
I would grab both, and I would hand Billy the shotgun, I think.
He takes it, looks at it, immediately chambers a shell, cocks the gun, looks at you. Oh, I didn't think I'd have to handle one of these things for a long time. Let's get going.
He's from upstate New York. I'm from Ohio. We both
exactly.
at least at cans.
For sure. Yeah. No, you definitely it's been a while, but Ash. I'm not quite sure what the technical word for it, but you unload the chamber. You count the 6 bullets, spin it, click it back into place. You both start making your way. Jimmy, what do you do?
I'm gonna run into the sporting goods store.
Okay.
And I'm looking for ice skates. I'm gonna take the skates off and attach them to my baseball bat.
Do you already have a baseball bat?
No, I don't. But there's a baseball bat.
I was gonna say
sporting goods.
You do find 2 baseball bats and 1 golf club, which is just the stat of a baseball bat.
Nice.
So you're able to find a baseball bat. Go ahead and roll a D100 luck check in the chat of doom. I'm gonna say 10% chance that there's some ice skates in here.
All right, easy.
Ice skates.
40.
Okay, no, there's no ice skates. But you're able to find a baseball bat. And you do already have your pistol still.
Yes.
And I hope you've been keeping track of the ammo on that.
Yes.
Okay, so with all that being said, and as all of this is happening, you all start to make your way down this street. And behind you is chaos and looters, and in front of you are some infected. You will see.
Sick.
You will see at the bottom of the map where the NPC's tokens are. Go ahead and place your tokens out on this map.
Oh my God.
You currently see what are visible 3 pairs of infected. When Lane pointed in the direction, and just because you might know the address and like know the geography, the safe house is all the way up here and around the corner to the right. So that's where you are heading. You are starting at the bottom. Yep. And I just now realized I put all these tokens down on the map layer. That's okay. That's fine. We'll just go ahead and keep it that way. Because it's too late to change. And I will let stream see what's going on here.
They're so icky.
They do look pretty icky, don't they? So you're all moving in a big group. We've got Jimmy there, we've got Lex, we've got Anita. Ash, are you able to pull your token out?
I'm working on it.
I know that you might not be able to because sometimes Roll20 hates that. Okay, perfect.
I'm offended that TJ is here.
Oh yeah. Sorry, TJ's not there.
It's too soon, Zach.
Go away. However, Officer Kavanaugh, who apparently doesn't have a token, is here.
How dare you?
I know, right? Let me get her a token out here. Why don't I have a token?
It's been
for
such
her?
a weird day. My best friend died. I left work early. Such a weird day.
Yeah, so strange. We'll just put her. Oops.
Oh, whoa.
Hey, girl!
She's
what's up?
Hey.
large and in charge. We'll just put her next to Jimmy here.
We could be sisters.
Okay, so let's get into some combat, shall we? I have
I saw my thing tick out for a second, and then it does not appear to be there anymore.
Oh yeah, you're right. It went away.
What?
Huh.
Ash.
Interesting.
No, Ash, no.
Let me just see if I can put you out there, and if you can't move yourself, then I will just move you where you want to go. Wait, that was the
There you
handout.
are.
Hold on.
Hey,
No.
Ash.
Wait, I don't see her. Where is she? Where are they?
They just popped up as a handout.
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to find. Where is their token? Oh, here they are. Boop. All right, there we go.
Hanging out.
Can you move that token, Ian?
I just reloaded Roll20, so
Oh, okay. All right. No worries if you can't. I can move it. So, as I said, all of you are at the bottom here. You do see what are visible 3 pairs of infected in between you and the ending location. I'll go ahead and say that Lane would be a little bit further ahead. So would Richie.
What is this in front of us?
V is down on the ground. What do you mean?
Oh, it's a bridge. I see. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a bridge. You're technically going under that.
Cool.
Okay, so I've revamped how we do combat a little bit. So I need everyone to roll an agility check.
Oh, okay.
2.
19.
22.
Oh crap! I'm not. It's because they're on the token layer. I'm not going to be able to. But you know what? That's fine. You just won't know when they're going.
I love it.
I mean, we wouldn't anyway, right?
Well, your
Fine.
NPCs you would.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so
I
I'm
just
going
mean
to
like in
add-
life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like we're making this as authentic as possible.
Okay, so I'm adding you all to initiative. You should be able to. Oops, I added Ash twice.
Double Ash.
Double Ash. Okay, so you should all be able to edit your initiatives in the turn order.
Jimmy, you got a 2.
Classic 2.
Classic.
That's rough, man.
Is it safe to say, I mean, am I allowed to say that I like strap Bo's leash to me and that he moves when I move?
Yes. Also, because you are taking your time to heal Bo, that will be your first turn.
That's fine.
Ash, can you not edit it?
I cannot edit it.
Okay, no worries. What'd you get?
So it's a 13.
13. All right. I will be the physical manifestation of Ash in this combat.
Physical manifestation.
Whoa! I mean,
that was the long shot, but I am here and I'm happy that I tried.
I liked it.
Okay, perfect. All right. So at the and so Matt and Ian, just so you know, with the bonus actions. The bonus actions, it's a little bit of a different thing. So you will be able to move and you will be able to act on your turn. Your bonus actions are also something you can do on your turn. They can also be reactions. So your bonus actions are also reactions, but keep in mind your bonus actions, reactions, whatever they are that way for the entire round of combat. So once you have used your bonus action in a round of combat, it cannot be used again. So that's really it. Otherwise, we kind of know what we're doing here. Top of the turn order. Lex, what do you do? Oh, also, Lex, now that we're starting, because it is a violin that you have, I know I've given you stats for it, you have 3 uses of that violin before it is completely shattered.
No, it's like a shiv?
Yeah, maybe you should have stopped and got a tool or something, but hey, you didn't.
I'm 19!
Hey, I love it, character decisions.
My prefrontal cortex is not fully developed.
It is not.
Okay, so I am going to stay. This is Lane and Richie, right up here.
Correct.
I'm staying as close to them as possible.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm staying as close to them as possible. So I just moved up to get like next to or right behind Richie.
Okay. As is the same, or do you take any actions? As in, do you shoot? Oh, do you use an item, basically?
No.
Okay.
I don't have any.
So, the one thing that is still the same from season 1 is the infected will go after every PC/NPC.
Actually, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I use Richie as a bonus action cover and add 3 to my AC? Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna
can.
do that.
Okay, so with that being said, this woman, she's going to run right up to Richie and attempt to hit him. That is a natural 20.
Not today.
Not today!
Not today.
Will you please describe not today for us?
My bonus action not today applies disadvantage to an enemy attack on an ally.
Okay.
Sorry, that got me.
All right.
I wasn't going to use it immediately, but with a nat 20, I'm going to use it.
Okay, it's a 17, which is still going to hit him, but it is not going to make him at risk for biting.
Yeah.
I love that. Not today.
Not today.
The last session, literally, it became my catchphrase. I was like,
That's part of why I picked this skin, because I wanted to be able to do that.
it's such a good bonus action.
He does still take damage, like I said. And he takes 3 points of damage. Okay. That is the end of that infected's turn. Next on the turn order is Anita.
And I have to use my turn to finish my medkit with Bo, right?
You spend your turn finishing your medkit with Bo, but you do heal him to full if you heal him for 3.
Yeah, and is there so that I still have 2
You'll still have
left
2
in that medkit?
points worth of healing left, yeah.
Okay. That's it.
That is the end of Anita's turn. Before Ash's turn, Billy is going to go. Billy's going to go 25, 30. He's going to run up through here. He's going to... He only has 4 shells. He's going to wait on a shotgun blast. So that's going to be the end of Billy's turn. This infected is now going to run up to Lane. Is going to attack him. That is a 17 again. Lane takes 2 points of damage as the infected just runs forward screaming and reaches out and punches Lane right in the face. And then it is Ash.
30 feet of movement.
30 feet of movement.
Ash is torn between following Billy and helping this person who's trying to give medical attention. I think I will go towards the medical attention and just see if I can help, because she also seems to be focused on this instead of moving with the group, and I also want to help take care of the pup.
Of course.
The pup's good for all of our mental health, let's be honest.
We're gonna need it in this world.
What I'll go ahead and say with that, because mechanically not much would happen there.
Right.
However, what I will say is that because Ash is spending pretty much their whole turn coming up and making sure that everything's okay with Anita, we will still use Ash's ability to extend supplies. Okay. So even though 3 points have been used, you still have a remaining 4 in that medkit.
And I would, seeing that Anita knows what they're doing with the medkit, give
Ash,
the rest of
Anita.
Seeing that it's happening again. It's a protector curse.
I know. Seeing that Ash knows what they're doing with the medkit, I would give you, Ash, the rest of the medkit. So you have a medkit with 4 points of healing left.
Perfect. At the end of Anita's turn, roll up here. This infected. He's going to run right up to Billy, but she's going to run right up to Billy, but is not going to be able to do anything just yet. And then it is Calvin's turn, who is going to run to here. And then it is Officer Kavanaugh's turn, who's going to step to the side and attempt to fire at the infected that is on Lane. That is a 14. Which is going to do half damage. It is still going to do damage. Okay. He does an amount of damage as that bullet rips through the abdomen of the runner in front of Lane. All of you who would see this notice how little that infected pays attention to this bullet ripping through their flesh. And then, at the end of that NPC's turn, it is... Oh, wait, I forgot to... You know what? That's fine. There's so many of you. We'll just have the infected go after 2 a couple of times. This guy's going to run up to here and not be able to do anything. That's the end of his turn, and it is now, finally, Jimmy's turn.
All right, Jimmy, you got this. I turn around and I realize people already rushed past me. I was gonna make a big heroic speech, but instead I turn around and I take out my baseball bat. All right, if you can act alongside Adam Sandler, you can fight in a zombie apocalypse.
Amazing.
And I'm going to attack this zombie here with my baseball bat.
Which one?
This one that's right in front of Lane.
Oh yeah, the one you went in front of. Okay, yeah, yep. For sure. Roll for attack.
Alright, 16 plus 4, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is going to do full damage. So roll for damage.
Okay, 1d6 plus 2 is rolling the dice and roll 20, 4 damage.
4 points of damage. So you kind of run up and you see this runner just thrashing at Lane, and you take your baseball bat and swing it towards this creature, clobbing it right in the head. You see the creature like kind of lose focus for a second, and then just still laser focused on Lane, start like thrashing at him again, but definitely cause some damage. That is the end of Jimmy's turn. This infected is now going to be able to run up to right here and not do anything. That is the end of its turn. Top of the turn order, Lex.
So I'm just gonna, for like narrative's sake, and just like logistics, my violin is in a case and it has a strap, so it's like strapped around me.
Okay.
So it's not out.
I thought you had it out when because you said
no.
I mean, okay, so you were holding.
I mean,
the
like
case.
I'm holding the case. Yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
gotcha.
I meant I should have been more specific. This whole time I've imagined I packed it up and was like running with it in the case.
Understood.
And so I suddenly remember that I have my pocket knife that my dad gave me for my 8th birthday. That's just like a little like Gerber something or other. That's so
Gerber,
probably so
a
puny.
Gerber pocket.
A Gerber knife.
Oh, I
That-
never
they're
know
real.
that those exist.
Okay, do you want a Leatherman? Do you want a Benchmade? Like, what do you want?
I thought you meant like Gerber. Is that Gerber? Is it like the baby food brand?
There is Gerber is a baby food, but there's also like Gerber. No, I don't know if it's the same company,
That's
but
so
they make
funny.
knives as well.
This is when your REI knowledge is coming in handy.
Listen, I was like, do I go in that sporting goods store? But yeah, so I'll get the pocket knife out of like the side of my backpack because my dad, I hear him in my head being like, hey, when you walk alone at night, strangers might try to get you. And I'm like, Dad, you were right. And I am going to not use it, but just have it ready and try to run around like to here. I think I can get to like there.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
5,
Yep, you
10,
can.
15, 20, 25. I could even get here.
In
So
this
I'm gonna like
In this combat system, there are no opportunity attacks.
cool. I just am like, there's a fucking wall of infected. Richie's engaged, and I'm just gonna get out of here.
Yeah, for sure. At the end of your turn, this infected is going to run to cut you off, but that is the end of their turn. It is then. Well, I guess Richie never. Yeah, no, Richie never went. Did he? Neither did Lane. Oh shit! Did I not have them written down? You know what? That's fine. They'll just go now. Richie's going to attempt to just it's a little bit too close for his gun, so he's just going to attempt to clobber this infected. He misses. Lane's going to kind of bend up his submachine gun, and the 4 on the die, he misses as well. So glad I took the time to do that. It is now. Is that all that have been seen? Yes, that's correct. So then, in that case, this infected who is attacking Richie.
We're practicing attachment theory.
Yeah, is going to attack Richie again, and oh my god, another 17, dealing Richie 4 points of damage, as it kind of claws at his throat, causing a gash in his throat. Blood immediately starts pouring down. Fuck! He yells. That's the end of Richie's turn, so I'll have Richie and Lane go after Lex. Anita.
Ash, do you have any weapons?
I've got the revolver.
Okay. I would look at Ash and just say, thank you. Stay with me. And obviously that can't happen in turn order, but I would come up to, I think I can get, yep, right here.
Okay.
And fire that good old machine gun.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
and,
damn!
At the one fighting Billy?
At the one closest, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for an attack with the submachine gun.
I can't find my dice, so.
I'm very nervous.
12.
12, I think.
Oh, wait. No, 15. I'm sorry.
15. 15 is still going to do half damage.
Okay. It's gonna be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Nice. 7 points of damage. Nice. So Anita comes running up and like swings around from her shoulder this strapped submachine gun. Probably a little bit similar to Ash and Billy. You've spent your life on a farm. You're not unfamiliar with guns. Definitely not a gun of this caliber. But you just instinctively you point with the open end and you pull the trigger. And luckily it's a submachine gun, so one of those burst fires and small pellet-like bullets embed themselves into the side of this infected, definitely causing her some damage, but she's still standing. At the end of your turn, it's going to be Billy, as he is going to take a shotgun to this woman right in front of him now. That is I don't know how he misses. Actually, he's so close with the shotgun, I'm going to give him advantage, because that's crazy that he missed. And that is a natural 20. So
Billy.
As that happens, Billy takes the moment of distraction from the infected, turning towards you, puts the shotgun point blank to her head, pulls the trigger, the shotgun just explodes. The head just explodes, and that infected is dead. To let Ian and Matt know, there is a certain threshold with runners that, including a nat 20, that if you hit them, it is a headshot and they are immediately dead.
Oh, nice.
And there's 3 sets of AC. One does. You know what? I'll just flat out tell you. Why not? Because the viewers might be interested. 12 to 15 is half damage. 16 to 20 is full damage, and a headshot is 21 plus and/or a nat 20. So, with that in mind, that was the end of Billy's turn. He is then going to run forward, look over at you and Ian and say thanks, and keep running. And then at the end of that, Ash.
Okay. Ash is gonna try and get up to side by side with Nita.
Oops. Okay.
Oh god.
Ignore that, please.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So you saddle on up next to Anita there.
Seeing Billy, you gotta be like, yeah, I could call you Billy the Kid.
Hey.
And Rich is getting kind of overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And fumbling, now that there's a small horde kind of gathered, try and shoot the one closest to Ash.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll attack for that.
Which is, it says on the sheet, I'm assuming it's supposed to be agility.
Yes. Agility plus.
Plus.
So it would be it's your agility, because I said dex, didn't I? So yeah, agility plus proficiency, or no, not plus. Did I say plus proficiency?
Yeah.
Yes. So agility plus proficiency.
So an agility roll plus proficiency.
Yes, okay. Correct.
So that is proficiency bonus 2, 16.
16. That is full damage. Then roll damage.
Which is a d6.
Plus agility.
Yeah. I'm going to use my Know Thy Enemy.
Okay.
To add my cunning stat as a book smart person to the damage.
Yeah.
So that is 1d6 plus dex or agility.
Plus cunning.
Yep. So 9 points of damage.
9, nice. This individual has not been hit yet, but that was a lot of damage to them. Narratively, the Know Thy Enemy, you're a medically trained individual. You have put 2 and 2 together by seeing these creatures not be affected by these body shots that, you need to aim for the head, and you fire. And it's been a while since you fired. The bullet grazes the skull of this infected, definitely causing a lot of damage, causing it to be disorientated for a moment, but it is still standing. With that in mind, it is then going to turn to you and run to attack you.
Oh god.
I am going to use my ability mind games to give an enemy disadvantage. Hey, you little bag of flesh, look over here.
Amazing. Somehow over all this chaos, this infected is like, turns around. So he will have disadvantage on this. That is a 17 again. That's like 4 17s, but disadvantage. That is a 2. So this creature misses, and I think I did add a number amount to mind games this time.
Yes.
So make sure to mark off one of those. I made what was his name? Rolo too powerful in the one shot. And so that is the end of that infected's turn. It is now Calvin's turn, who is going to run through y'all. And is actually going to run this way. Yeah, he's gonna run this way. Boop. And then Officer Kavanaugh's turn. She's going to step up and attempt to fire on the one that Jimmy is firing on. That is an 8 plus 4 is 12. That does half damage. But it's taking a lot of damage. That still might be enough. That is just enough damage as she walks up and looks at you, Jimmy, and kind of like turns and fires her gun. And this infected in front of Lane and Jimmy is taken care of. It's dead. That is the end of their turn. It is now this infected's turn, who is going to run up to you, Lex.
No. Thank you.
And is going to attack you. That is a 16 to hit you.
Yes.
And
oh no. Oh yeah, because I covered, but now I'm not covered anymore.
And you take 2 points of damage. As it just runs up and kind of like slams into you. It's almost just the force of their body running into you that causes the damage, pushes you aside. That is the end of their turn, and it is now Jimmy's turn.
All right, I turn to Officer Kavanaugh wide-eyed. Holy shit, will you marry me?
Let's get a move on for 4th season.
Yeah. I run over to this zombie and I attack this other zombie with my baseball bat.
Amazing. Roll for attack. This is the one in front of Richie. Definitely taking some damage.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. Dirty 20 does full damage.
So close.
Actually, the one in Richie hasn't taken in front of Richie.
That's four baseball bat damage. So
once again, you kind of bop it on its head and definitely like causing Richie to have an easier time, but it is still standing. That's going to be.
I was second team all high school shortstop. Just say.
That's going to be the end of your turn as this infected runs up to Billy. It is going to attack Billy. That is a natural 20.
Not today, it's not.
Yeah, it is. This is still the same round.
I thought I had a turn.
No, that was the first round.
That was the first round. Or the second, I guess.
No, because you used it on Ash, right?
No,
I used it on Richie.
Richie during the first.
Yeah, not today, Zach.
You're right.
Yeah.
Mark off that second use.
I got
Wait,
you.
how many times is it?
It's just once per turn.
Okay, so that's no. I mean, you can only do I think 5 times. You can do not today 5 times a day.
Long rest.
It doesn't say that on my stat sheet.
Okay, well,
yeah,
that's the legal. I'll fix it.
It needs to. I meant to add that.
Shit. Well, then
You can change your mind if you want to.
No,
allowing you to do not today an infinite amount of times is way too broken.
I already said it. It's okay.
Okay, you can take it back. I'm allowing you to do that.
Here's the thing. If you kill
Okay.
I'll stick with it. It's okay.
Okay. He does still attack for full damage. That is 3 points of damage to Billy, who was already a little hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But not too bad.
I help take care of your dog. You have to help take care of my dog.
I got you.
Oh my god.
All right, that is the end of that infected's turn. Top of the turn order, Lex.
I got slammed by this bad boy, so he's getting a little knifed.
Okay, roll for attack.
Oh, fuck yes. 19 plus 6, so 25.
25. Oh, you take your pocket knife, scared, terrified. This man's running up to you. As he runs up to you, you just instinctively turn back and swing, and your pocket knife enters right into the jelly eyeball of this runner and penetrates the brain as he's like rage-filled and immediately falls limp. He's dead.
And then I will just keep 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of movement.
All right.
Baby.
Lane is going to do the same thing. It is going to leave Richie behind. Richie is going to fire at this guy in front of him. That was cocked. That is a 12. It's going to be half damage. 3 points of damage.
This is Lex playing as we go.
as you're running.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so that is the end of their turns. This infected is going to, now we're down to 3. So I think we are at the one who was attacking Richie. Yes. He was first, and the one who's attacking Richie. It's a 17. And does 3 points of damage to Richie. Richie's looking rough. Richie's getting beat up real bad. That is the end of that infected's turn. Anita.
I'm going to bop right here. Can I attack at a diagonal? Like, is that still 5 feet?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna take out the hunting knife that Richie gave me.
Okay.
And attack with that.
All right. Roll for attack.
God, 4.
4 is gonna miss. Unfortunately, you're not really used to using a knife. You stab into like the arm of the infected, but it doesn't even really seem to notice.
I'm gonna use, that was 5 feet, so I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to keep running and say, Ash, come on. I don't say come. That's so mean. I say Ash, come.
I thought you meant to say Bo, but you said Ash, and now I'm confused.
So funny.
This is getting into a very interesting dynamic.
Yeah, go ahead and keep moving. Okay, and then Bo will be right there with you. All
And
right.
so will Ash,
So it is now the infected who is attacking Ash. They're going to attack them. That is a 19 on the die. That'll hit. And that is max damage, 5 points of damage to Ash as this creature just slams right into your chest, causing all the wind to be knocked out of you. Immediately you know that there's going to be a big bruise there. But that is the end of that infected's turn. And it is now Billy. Billy is going to attack the infected in front of him with his shotgun. And I gave him advantage last time, I'll give him advantage this time. But that is 2 2s. So Billy tries to point the shotgun towards him, but the infected knocks him in the air, and it is useless. Now Officer Kavanaugh is going to step beside here in front of Richie and attempt to fire again. That is a full damage roll, and that's going to be 3 points of damage, rolled really low. So that infected is technically still standing. That is the end of all their turns. Yeah.
Is Mina still with us?
Oh shoot!
I was like, wait, she didn't die, did she?
No, she
I was
didn't.
like, I think I would have clocked that.
Nope, she
Oh yeah,
didn't.
by the way, Mina died.
My bad,
Retcon,
yeah.
Mina's dead.
Crap.
So she gets like 4 attacks in a row now, right?
No, she is too scared. She's not attacking everybody.
I would have like
Um,
told her to stay near me as well, with my big old machine gun.
Yeah, she's just going to have stayed near you. I'm trying to find her picture.
Plot twist: we become the hunters 20 years later. That's the woo.
Whoa.
Hey, girl.
I go, hey. Yeah, Mina is just with you. She doesn't have any weapons. She's pretty terrified. Okay, Ash, your turn.
Yeah. Ash is being attacked.
They sure are.
Low on health. Ash is gonna press their luck though. This thing just attacked them. They're close quarters. They think they can get a shot off.
Yeah.
End this thing. Rolling to hit. That's a nat 20.
Hey!
Whoa.
As this creature is like, this infected is grabbing Ash by the shoulders and pulling you in for a bite, mouth open. You put the revolver right underneath their chin, firing it off. Immediately you're covered in blood, but your enemy is dead.
Yeah, they clutch their chest and then
Clutch their pearls.
Oh, mercy.
well, because they've been hit in the chest.
No, I know, I'm kidding. I know.
They're pearl.
And move up towards Billy, like a step behind Anita, push him past Calvin.
All right.
You're gonna use that thing, Dick?
And on cue, it is now. Oh gosh, why do I keep doing that? Okay, so right there, and it is now the infected who is in front of Billy's turn. They going to attempt to attack Billy. That is yet again another 17 on the die. Don't know what's happening. That is 4 points of damage to Billy. Billy gets like knocked back, and blood immediately starts pouring from their head as this infected has like slammed into their skull and has reopened an already reopened wound. However, at the end of its turn, it is Calvin's turn. Go ahead and roll a convince check for me, Ash. And I'm going to say at advantage because you know Calvin.
It was a 1, and then it was a 17 on the die, which makes it a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, I am going to say that Calvin does step in front of you and attempts to fire on this thing, this creature. It's infected, this runner. And that is a natural 1.
I'm gonna use my distract reaction to give Calvin advantage.
Okay, all right. So yet again, Jimmy's like fighting with this one infected, and then looks over, and we'll narratively say it's like, you know, Calvin doesn't want to mess up. Looking at, well, he doesn't want Jimmy to get all the glory here, and he did 1 better. That's a 2 on the die. So bullet goes wide. Not able to hit that runner.
Mission successfully failed.
Exactly.
Successfully failed.
We begged this asshole into doing what we wanted, and it still did.
And then it is Officer Kavanaugh's turn, who's going to fight the infected in front of Richie. She's going to hit, and even with minimal damage, this infected is now killed as well.
Yes.
So that is the end of Officer Kavanaugh's turn. Jimmy.
I look at Officer Kavanaugh. That was incredible.
All right,
Kiss
get a
me.
move on. No.
I run over to this. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. I run over to this zombie here. I look at my baseball bat. Ah, fuck it. Take out my pistol.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack this zombie.
It is completely surrounded. You have advantage.
Oh,
Flanking rules
okay.
do still come into effect, and Anita is flanking it.
Okay, with advantage, that's a 17 to hit.
Full damage. Full damage.
Okay, and then
It has not been hit yet, actually. No, that's not. Yeah, it's not been hit yet. Surprisingly.
2 damage.
Okay. So it takes 2 points of damage as the weapon just kind of grazes the back of its neck. On that, though, it is going to turn. Actually, it's still focused on Billy. It's going to attack Billy again. And that is a natural 20.
Nope.
So it only does 2 points of damage to him. But let's see what happens here. I'm gonna roll in the chat of doom.
What's the reminder?
So yeah. So for the viewers and for Ian and Matt, what's gonna happen here is because this runner rolled a natural 20, it now has a 20% chance to bite Billy. And then there used to be a 20% chance to have it be on an extremity that could be chopped off. This apocalypse just began. That is no longer an option. There is a 20% chance here to see if Billy gets bitten.
Oh my god. I
So-
cancel my life.
So we need the roll to be above a 20.
Above a 20, a 21 or over. 92. So this creature tries to bite Billy and is pushed away last second. Just the chomping of teeth, hitting teeth, as it does not come into contact. Top of the turn order, Lex. Lex, as you are running forward,
No.
you see one infected come from behind this truck, overturned truck, and one infected come from behind the hood of this car. Your turn.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash. And no. I think I can get yeah. I still got my knife up, but I am just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30
All right.
right through them. Yeah. And keep running toward the safe house.
All right. As the PC has went, it is now the infected's turn. This guy's gonna run right up to you.
No, I ran past him though.
Yeah, but then he had a turn. That is a 5 on the die.
It doesn't
which is
hit.
Which is a total of 8, so that is not.
It doesn't hit.
So he tries to like reach out to you, and you just slip past as he keeps running. At the end of your turn is Richie and Lane. Lane is going to. 30 is just going to keep running forward.
Yeah.
Richie is going to run forward and is going to fire at this infected in front of Billy. That is a full damage roll. Oh gosh, that's 3 points of damage. He only took 2 last time, so he's still alive, but that infected is still going. At the end of both of their turns, this infected is now going to run after you, Lex. So you're now sandwiched in between them.
Yummy.
That is a 15 on the die, 18 total.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is going to do max damage, 5 points of damage to Lex, as this infected tackles you to the ground. And we're not going to say you're narratively prone, but like that's what happens. It tackles you to the ground, and you have to like claw yourself back up to your feet, covered in skid and blood.
No.
And that is the end of that infected's turn, and Lane and Richie, so Anita.
What is the range of my machine gun? Any? Okay.
Yeah.
So
It
that's
has
fair.
one.
It's a machine gun.
Yeah.
10, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna get to right here,
Okay, and
I'm gonna shoot my machine gun at the one
Yeah,
most
Mina.
directly in front of me.
All right, go ahead and roll. Got a little train of NPCs following you.
12.
12 does half damage. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh wait, it's actually +3, so it's 14. Doesn't make a difference.
Still half damage, yeah.
2 half to 1.
1 point of damage to this infected as it doesn't even notice. You're just like, you fire wide and only one of the bullets kind of even graves it in the burst. But at the end of your turn, the one attacking Billy is going to attack Billy again. That is an 11 on the die plus 3 is... Yeah?
The thing... Billy goes before me, but the zombie doesn't go before me. But the zombie
goes right after the PC.
So the zombies don't have one turn order. It goes one of us, zombie, one of us, zombie. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I see what they're saying, though, because I mixed that up. And so I thought it was infected and then Billy and just Billy and then you.
In the turn order of how it went previous was,
yes, please remind me.
Anita went, Billy went,
and then infected.
And the zombie in front of Billy attacked.
Oh, you went before. Interesting.
Yeah.
I've had infected go definitely after every PC run, so I'm surprised I did that last time.
I think we killed the one that went at this stage because that was the one that attacked me.
Gotcha. Well, that's the crazy thing about the infected and the way we do this combat system, and this is my fault for not writing all this down. I'm just trying to do it by memory. But when their numbers dwindle, they get to go more and more often. Like, they're still going after. It's like it doesn't keep the turn order after every. So if one of them dies, one of them just replaces them in the turn order, and it's just like less and less people. They just keep getting to go more and more.
So, yeah, in theory, that means that like this one could go.
Yeah. So that's what
before we have a chance to do anything about their actions.
Yeah, basically, it's like the runners and the infected are so erratic that they just like they're everywhere and it's chaos, and like that's just kind of what I'm trying to emulate. It's definitely a system that we're still working on, but no, I think you're right.
Higher stakes.
Yeah. So what were we even saying? What just happened? Anita went.
Billy was getting attacked, is what you were saying.
Yes. So yeah, I still think that's
all
gonna
this
be
was a
happening.
distraction, so that Ash wouldn't get attacked.
But I already wrote down Billy's damage that he took. So he takes some damage. It is then Billy's turn. He's going to attack this infected in front of him. And I'm going to say with Calvin... Actually, you know what? I'm just going to move Billy. And there, now he's flanking. And that is a natural 20. So Calvin is covered in brains and viscera as Billy takes the shotgun, just completely eviscerates this infected in front of him. And that is the end of Billy's turn, and it is now Ash.
What's the timing like to heal?
That's an action that can happen in game.
Okay.
Or in round, but that's your whole that's your thing that you're doing. You can still move, but you can't fire a weapon.
Right.
Yeah. But you can heal. Yeah. It'd be so mean of me if I didn't let you heal in combat.
Yeah. Because I've got 6 hit points.
Yeah.
Right now.
The max they can do is 5, but you're not far from being taken out. And because another thing to tell Ian and Matt, if they didn't know already, there is no death saving throws. You hit 0 and you're dead.
Yep.
So it is definitely a thing to keep out for your HP for sure.
Yep. How's Billy doing? I know that
Billy's at a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, Billy's looking rough.
I'm gonna move up to Billy and give Billy 2.
Okay. So you move up to Billy.
And then if I can use the rest of my movement.
For sure. So that was 2. There you are. So I'm just going to say you walk up to Billy, immediately just kind of I'll have to deal with the rest of this later, wrap some gauze around his bleeding wound to just kind of sop up some of the bleeding, maybe stop it from his head, and you're able to heal him 2 hit HP. Perfect. So that is the end of Ash's turn. This one to the left of Lex is going to attack you. That is an A3 on the die. Plus 3 is 6. That'll miss. And then it is Officer Kavanaugh and Calvin's turn. Calvin is going to. What's he going to do? Going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Use the dog and the young girl as his shield.
Yeah.
And then Officer Kavanaugh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is just going to start sprinting forward. That's the end of Officer Kavanaugh's turn. Jimmy!
All right, I'm sprinting forward.
All right.
And I'm going to, if I can, from this angle, shoot this zombie.
Going to the right? Yeah, for sure you can.
Next
yeah.
to Licks.
Sounds like you said licks, but I know you said what.
Licks.
7 to hit is going to miss, so that just the bullet goes wide. You're trying to make sure you don't hit Lex, and the bullet goes wide.
Shit.
All right, that's the end of your turn. And then I think no NPCs go after you. Oops, so the infected is just going to go again. It's only the 2 of them left now. And it makes sense because Lex is surrounded. So Lex, the one to the right of you, they're just like, dot, 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 dot. And that's the other thing, too. That's the other reason I'm trying to give them, like, more attacks the less of them go, because the infected would just be swinging at you, and really it just takes one bad moment for something to really happen with them.
Yep.
So this one to the right of you is going to attack. That is a 5 on the die plus 3 is 8. So you're able to just kind of like, dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. As as these guys are attacking you. That's the end of their turn. Lex.
There's 2 of them. I'm not gonna pause to let them get me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm out of there, baby.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, one of them is gonna chase you.
That's okay.
Do you want to attack one of them as you leave?
No.
You can. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy's gonna keep chasing you. He's going to attack you. That is a 2 plus 3, which is a 5. Where are all these 17s that I was getting? Where's the 17s?
Those are for Richie.
Speaking of, Richie is going to step forward. 5, 10, 30. So is Lane. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. Lane's actually going to sidestep this infected. Lane is going to fire at the infected chasing Lex. That is a 19 on the die, so this is full damage. Oh, which is a headshot. So the one chasing you, Lex, you turn to see it just terrifyingly screeching with blood foaming at its mouth, running towards you, and all of a sudden its head is shocked to the side and falls to the ground dead.
Ew.
Richie is then going to fire at the other one right in front of everybody. And that is a full damage attack, which is 6 points of damage. Okay. That's the end of their turn. Anita.
I am going to go 5, 10, 15, attack with my hunting knife, or Richie's hunting knife, I guess. 11.
11 is going to, I think, just flat out miss.
Yeah.
Let me go back to the stats. 11 just misses.
So then I'm gonna go 20, 25, 30.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this infected is going to chase you, Anita.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is an 18 on the die. That's a 21 total.
Okay.
That is max damage. It's 5 points of damage to you.
I should have not today'd, but I didn't.
I need you to roll a brawn check for me.
Okay. 18. Whew.
18. It's not enough, unfortunately.
Oh god.
What for what?
Bo is terrified in this moment, and the leash comes out of your hands, and he starts sprinting away. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25. He gets there.
Shit. Okay.
That is the end of that infected's turn. It is now Billy's turn. There's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's just going to keep running up. He's hurt. He's not going to do much else. Ash.
Ash is gonna move up to there, seeing Anita getting attacked, and try and take a shot.
Yeah. Roll for attack. Oh yeah, let me move you up.
It's 12.
12 will do half damage.
Okay.
But it's taken. I mean, we'll see. Go ahead. How much you got?
But I'll use know thy enemy also.
Okay. Okay. You have the potential to kill this guy.
That was a 5 on the die, plus 5 plus 2, so 12.
12. With that, Anita,
Yes.
you are covered in blood as this infected explodes in front of you. As it falls to the ground dead, you see Ash heavily breathing, holding up their revolver. And that infected is gone. Here we go. All of you start to make your way to this apartment.
Am I able to get Bo?
I need you to roll an agility check for me.
Oh god.
Bo continues to run around this corner.
Oh no!
Does anyone want to help me? I got a 3.
No one can help you in this moment.
No one can help you.
With a 3, you are not fast enough to stop Bo from turning the corner. You keep running, and you turn the corner. Bo is currently being grabbed and attacked by an infected. You have 1 shot.
Okay, I use my machine gun.
And I need you to roll. You're already rolling in the chat of Doom, but I need you. Yeah. That is a 5 that misses.
Can I?
No, I'm sorry. You're too far away. You can't see what's happening. It just wouldn't make sense. You fire your gun, and actually, okay. You know what? I gave you the bonus actions for a reason. Are you using distract?
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, roll again. It would be rude of me to not let him do it. I never said anything about range. Okay.
God damn it, I rolled a 4.
No, you rolled a natural
Bo
1.
is meant.
Oh, you
Bo
rolled.
is meant to go.
Oh no.
Emily, you rolled a natural 1. But actually, in this moment, it might be a gift. And I'm going to allow you to decide what happens here.
Okay.
Bo is going to be bitten and ravaged by this infected who is attacking it. Do you want to use your natural 1 to mercy kill Bo?
Yeah.
Okay. You go to fire your gun at the infected. You're just not used to the caliber of this gun, and the bullets fly off to the side. You hear a sharp yelp, and Bo falls to the ground. And the infected just starts tearing into him. And immediately you are frozen solid. And then you feel the tug of Mina behind you, pulling you. Come on, we've got to go now.
I mean, it takes me a second, but I go.
All of you continue around the corner, and you reach the building that is holding the apartment where you were supposed to hold a safe house, or where you're supposed to find a safe house, and that is where we are going to take a bio break. So we will return after some hydrating, some standing up stretch, and maybe taking some pills. And we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. All right. Welcome back from the break. Our party.
Everything's fine.
Just
Only one dead dog. That's that part of the session, so we're doing pretty good. We're on track.
Our group of survivors has had a traumatic experience after leaving the sewer tunnels. A lot has happened on this journey, filled with chaos, bullets, and blood. And they have fought their way through several pairs of infected. And you turn the corner on this city street, and Lane has opened the door to an apartment building. You all rush up in somewhat silence, just like out of breath, and the adrenaline is starting to leave you, so you're starting to become exhausted. And you enter a third bedroom apartment. It seems to be pretty low, pretty sparsely furnished. Not a lot going on. Seems to be like, I don't know, probably just rented out for the purpose of this like little safe house. But someone vamp.
I love
a really
this.
nice little apartment.
We can roleplay.
$1,400 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they pay a
supposed to
lot
apart.
just to
This
have it just in
economy?
case.
Yeah.
Man, even back in-
utilities?
Okay, thanks guys, thanks. You all walk into this apartment. Everyone is reeling. Immediately, Calvin goes over and like sits on the couch and like puts his hand on his head. Billy barely makes it a few steps into the door before he kind of like sits down. Richie goes over to a chair at a kitchen table and sits down at that, covered in blood. Lane immediately goes to the window and closes it, but does open the blind. And you all can see outside of this window just the chaos and fires and insanity that is happening below you, but it does kind of seem to be happening almost in a faraway distance. The noises have, they sound further away. And as you all walk in, Lane kind of says, all right, everyone, let's take a breath. Let's gather ourselves. Look around for supplies if you want. Let's all just take a moment to just rest. And you see for the first time that you've all seen, Lane kind of is a little bit like shattered, I guess, a little broken. And you all walk into this apartment. There's a couch, a lounge chair, a rug in the middle of those. On the other side is a TV on like a box. In the kitchen, there's a table with 3 chairs around it. There seems to be some like boxes of like pantry food and stuff like that. There's 2 bedrooms currently with the doors closed. But for the first time this season, let's go ahead and search for supplies, shall we? Before we get into the narrative of all this. So, narratively, we'll just kind of say, like, in this moment, as everybody's reeling, you're all just taking a moment to look around, gather what's around you, and hold on.
Search checks are arguably my favorite checks, and that's just an opinion that's fact.
So,
most looking forward to.
The way that this works is you will pick one individual. I would recommend the person with the highest search to roll a search check. Depending on how high that roll is, you will roll for supplies, and you will potentially find booklets. A new addition to season 2 that we will talk about. So, I do think that Ian has the highest search, but does anybody else have a higher one?
I have a 5. Jimmy thinks he has the highest search, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
6, okay. And you know what? Because it's the first search check, because I kind of want you guys to roll good, just go ahead and roll for advantage. So roll a search check at advantage, and let's see what you get.
Because the good shit still exists right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The good could.
No, it's sparsely. So the like limit in this place is the fact that it's like it hasn't really been limited much.
Oh yeah.
16 plus 6 is a 22.
22.
Ooh.
Yes. So this is going to be a total of 4d4, and you're finding 2 booklets. So with 4d4, the way that this is going to work is we'll go ahead and start with you, Ash. Roll a d4 for me.
Okay.
And yeah, just roll a straight d4 for me.
2.
2. And then roll a d4 minus 1.
2.
2. So you find 2 alcohol. Jimmy,
Nice.
go ahead and roll a d4 for me. And you guys can pass these out, combine them as much as you want.
3.
3, and then roll another d4 minus 1.
1.
Okay, you find 3 sharp objects.
Ooh. Baby.
I'm writing down.
Ice skates?
I'm writing down all the.
Okay, cool. So Ash is
Are
going through this.
are the sharp objects I find ice skates?
Yes. One of them is a single ice skate.
Nice.
All right, Anita, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
1.
1, and then roll a d4 minus 1.
2.
2. So you find 2. You rolled a 1, so you find 2 more sharp object. And as a reminder to those, and as a new information to the new ones, you can at any time, I don't really know how this works narratively, but I'm just giving it to you as a mechanic. At any time, you can trade any 5 of any resource for any 2 of any other. If you're like running low on some
Settlers of Catan.
Settlers Catan roll, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, narratively, I don't really know how you're turning sharp objects into alcohol, but you know.
I'm gonna start a sharp object stock. Get 3 for 1.
All right, and last but not least, Lex, would you roll a d4 for us?
Is it minus 1?
Nope, just as the regular one first. 3, and then roll minus 1.
1.
1, so you find 1 rag.
1 rag.
Now on top of these, actually, because Ash was the one to roll a search check, Ash, roll because this is a new, because this, they had this like stocked with stuff. You know what? I'm actually not gonna have you guys roll for ammo. Whatever ammo you have used so far, you can just get back, all of you.
Fill up back up to like what
To
we
the
were.
yeah, so you get 6 for the revolver. You get 9 for the handgun.
Yep.
For the machine gun, you get whatever you get back. We'll just say ammo gets completely refilled. And Lex, there is a handgun and a rifle available, and anybody can take either of those. But I'm just saying Lex because she doesn't have any guns. But you can think about that. I just want to let you know that they're available. Okay, so the 2 booklets that are found. So in the Last of Us game, you can find booklets that or brochures that make you better at certain things. So we're gonna have 2 different versions here. One is gonna help with stats. One is going to give you give the user a new bonus action. So the first booklet is called First Aid 101.
Nice.
And the second booklet is called How to Focus. So you might not want to use the First Aid 101, Ash, because First Aid 101 gives the user the ability to get 7 points of healing out of medkits. So they just kind of learn how to use the supplies a little bit better from their medkits, basically allowing them to do what Ash can do. The How to Focus booklet gives the user the Eye on the Prize bonus action. The person who uses this bonus action, it will allow a headshot at the full damage AC range. And
Oh,
that is 5
shit.
uses per day. So if you roll to attack and you roll for the full damage AC, so between between 16 and 20, that'll count as a headshot. You don't have to roll 21 plus.
Oh shit.
You're able to do that 5 times a day. So those are the booklets that you found, the supplies that you found, the guns that are available. So all of that is at your disposal. But in this moment, you have all come inside, taken stock of everything that's around you. Hey, Ian, I saw that look. This is a family channel.
Oh.
It doesn't
Dead
say
Dog Family Channel?
It doesn't say to confirm that you're 18 or over when you access our channel. It doesn't do that at all. I didn't mute myself.
It should.
No, it does. It does. It does. I was being
Angie,
sarcastic.
what was the what did you find in? I think that was the only thing.
One rag.
One rag.
Yeah. So, as all of this is happening, as all of this, the past events are reeling through your mind. Let's start with Jimmy. Jimmy, what do you do as you enter this apartment? How's Jimmy feeling?
I immediately try to turn the TV on, like check to see if that works at all.
Yeah, you go over to the TV. The power is working, so the TV turns on.
Okay,
but
plop
you're-
down on the couch.
But you're not getting any. You're not getting any signal from any channels.
Shit. Okay, if that's I'm not getting any signal, I think I'm probably what would I be doing? Pacing, trying to hold up a conversation with Officer Kavanaugh,
Yeah.
just kind of like getting nerves out by just kind of relaxing.
Hey, this is Officer Kavanaugh. You're like pacing directly in front of her. She's like sitting down, sitting still, and you're just like going back and forth in front of her.
Yeah.
Hey, you did pretty good out there, Jimmy. You took care of yourself and everybody else.
Yeah, thanks. You are fucking incredible.
All right.
You killed 2 of them like instantly.
Yeah.
Oof.
You know that wasn't easy to do, right? Are those? They're still people, right?
Well, I mean
They didn't look like
sure
zombies.
as hell look like people. I gotta be honest.
I
But
thought zombies were supposed to be dead. They didn't look dead.
you can't think about that shit. We have no idea what's going on. If they were sane and of their right mind, they wouldn't be attacking us.
Yeah,
it
you're right.
sucks. That's what we got to deal with now.
How are you just adapting so quickly to this?
I think the key is trying to make the best of the situation. Ain't no use just crying about it. This is what we're living through. We got to deal with it or you're out. It sucks. That's the reality of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Christine?
What?
Is that your name? First name? I feel like at this point I deserve to know your first name.
No, you do. You definitely do. Christina is not my first name, no. It's Alicia.
Alicia. It's beautiful. Alicia.
Thank you.
Alicia Kavanaugh.
Yeah, that's me.
Nice.
Jimmy Caraway and Alicia Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
A duo made for the ages, apparently.
Yeah. Not that it like matters now or anything, but like before, back before, you were married or seeing people, dating around?
I was not seeing anyone. I'm an
Really,
only
same.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
I just got out of a marriage, actually. You might have seen it in Us Weekly.
I don't really pay attention to that stuff, to be honest with you. But
can't blame you.
Yeah, no, I'm an only child. My parents died when I was younger, so don't really have anybody that I need to be calling and worrying about. That's for sure.
Honestly, same.
That
Sucks
can't
to
be
say out
true.
loud. I mean, I've got people, that I called once I figured everything out. Obviously, you know, we all call our loved ones, and I did that too.
Oh my god.
So I'm fine, totally. And yeah, my mom, my brother back in Kansas City are
Kansas
doing
City?
good. Yeah.
You're from Kansas City?
Yeah, it's shithole. That's why I moved out here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I can usually tell when people aren't locals, and could have fooled me.
You know, I've been to this city for a while now. Yeah, there was a time where I felt like I ran this city. Still do in some ways.
You hear a chuckle from the couch as Calvin just kind of like shakes his head.
Hey, Calvin, that stunt you pulled on the van, opening up the back doors and shooting recklessly at this as they shot, that's fucked up, man. Come on. I thought you were better than that.
I was trying. You know what, Jimmy? I just think it's incredibly hypocritical for you to try to say anything that what I do is risky and dangerous.
Well, whatever, man. I'm just glad we had shit. What's her name? Lex.
And at that moment, we kind of cut back in time a little bit. Lex, what do you think Lex is doing as she enters his apartment?
She has blood all over her hand from stabbing this thing. Blood over her other hand, probably from TJ. So as soon as they get into the safe house, there's nobody out. Like there was nobody at the safe house waiting for the three of them, right? Okay. Yeah, she probably would just go into the bathroom, shut the door, and like as long as the water turns on, just like Lady Macbeth style, like
Yeah.
washing her hands and like getting her hands on, like splashing water on her face, and yeah, just trying to clean up and not throw up again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you enter this bathroom and turn on the light and look at yourself in the mirror and don't recognize the person that you see in the reflection. There's blood on your face from where you skidded against the ground being tackled. There's rips in your clothes. But also, more so than the physical changes, there's a deadness in your eyes that is unrecognizable. A vacancy of something. And as you're kind of washing the hands obsessively, feeling as if you'll never truly get rid of that red tint in the water, you hear a knock on the door.
What?
Sorry, I'm just checking in, and you don't immediately recognize this voice. Are you okay?
I'm fine. And I'll like with one hand still in the sink, open the door with the.
You open the door and you see Mina standing there. And she kind of looks at you through, like, you're looking at each other through the reflection of the mirror. And she looks at you. Are you okay?
I like slap the water off really quickly and like wipe my hands on my pants and like smooth my hair back and yeah. I'm as good as I'm ever gonna be. For now. How are you? Are you? Okay, I'm Lex.
I'm Mina. Sorry, I should have. I know you don't know me. I just. Can I come in? Do you mind if I come into the bathroom real quick?
Oh yeah, no, please take it.
No, and she kind of like steps in and shuts the door behind her. And she says, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I didn't check on you. I saw you, your friend. And some of those guys out there are real assholes. And so I just kind of wanted to take advantage of the moment that you were away and just really come at you with, I'm sorry, you don't even know me. I'm sorry. I should probably. And she starts to turn to like leave the
No,
bathroom.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I don't know you, but you don't know me, and so that's really nice.
I do kind of know you. I've seen you playing in Central Park before, you and your friend. Um, I've kind of. You're really talented. Sorry, that's probably not.
No. Sorry, it feels really weird to smile right now, I guess. No, that's thank you.
I could say you're really bad if you want me to.
No, because that would be a lie, and you're not a liar. So.
Yeah, you pegged me there.
No, I mean, I also am not a liar. And so, like, there's probably a reason that you saw me playing in Central Park.
Oh.
But I mean, like, that is, I still have my violin. What were you saying? I'm sorry. What?
I was just gonna say you're right. It does feel weird to smile. I really am sorry. Not to bring it back to something sad, but you two seem close.
Yeah, he was probably the last I had left.
Wow. If there's anything I can do, I wanted to tell you. Actually, this might be a little rude without talking to her, but I don't think she'll mind. Anita, she's the red-haired girl out there. Yeah. She said that her family has a farm upstate, not too far from here. I think that's where we're going to try to go. Maybe? I don't know. I have to talk to her about that, but I just wanted to say if you wanted a place to, if you wanted I understand if you want to stay with the Richie and but I don't know. I just want to make you aware, I guess, of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to get out of the city.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I've never seen. It feels like I'm dreaming. No,
That'll be cool.
Sorry. It feels like a nightmare.
Yeah, this is a big fucking nightmare.
I gotta take a piss.
I like can't help but smile like the idea of like it feels like a college party where I'm like going into a bathroom with like a girl that I like and like it's not and it's like jerks me back to reality and I'm like
we should
yeah.
And she just kind of like there's a moment where she pauses and like there's 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi of silent eye contact, and then she turns.
And her eyes are beautiful.
They are quite beautiful. Let me remind you what she looks like, actually.
Yeah, let's please just.
And I will go ahead and remind I guess maybe I should have been doing this for everybody, but here we go. Here is Mina Aziz. These beautiful, deep brown eyes, and. As that happens, you open the door, you see Calvin banging on the door. We cut back to a little bit earlier in time as Anita, you enter the apartment. Mina looks at you and she says, "Oh my god, Anita, I'm so sorry. I wanted to make sure you were safe. I didn't mean to pull you away. I hope you can forgive me. I just
I'll like give her arm a little squeeze, but Anita's gonna barf.
okay.
So seeing Lex go to the bathroom, she would kind of look around and probably run to like the kitchen sink
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and barf.
You run to the kitchen sink. You are able to run some water and quickly wash it out. And she just rubs your back. I'm I'm so sorry, Anita.
Um, I'll immediately pull out my phone and see if I have signal.
You don't.
Uh, I hope Andy gets here. Um,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go check on
Yeah.
that girl and maybe get you some tissues or something. I'll be right back. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
And she walks over to the bathroom. And in this moment, you kind of are able to look away from your phone, and you see Richie sitting at the table in front of you, just kind of bleeding. Wipes away some blood. He's just shaking his head. You hear him say under his breath to himself, but you're able to hear him. V, fuck, I'm so sorry, V.
I'm gonna go sit next to him at the table. I'm sorry.
He looks up, not having noticed that you approached and being surprised by you. He says, she was adopted, you know. She,
you?
no, no. My parents, they fell in love with her. I met her at kindergarten. We became really good friends. And, well, they found out that she didn't really have a family of her own. And after a year or two of friendship, they brought her in. And she was the most annoying little sister I've ever had, I could ever imagine. And I loved every second I had with her.
Her badass weapon here, and I kind of like lean the machine gun up.
Oh shit, thank you
Probably
for having
saved
it.
my life. So
Well, if he kind of like grabs it and starts to like take it, and then stops. Yeah, she'd probably kick my ass if I didn't let you have that. And he slides it
No.
back over the table to you. No, no, please. You'd be doing me a favor. Okay?
I'm gonna take out the hunting knife and set it down and say, then I at least have to give you this back.
Nah. Need a little bit from both of us. Kind of smirks. The O'Leary's helping you out, you know?
Thank you.
I'm assuming.
Look.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know what's next, but my family's about an hour and a half upstate. I don't know if my brother's gonna get here, but you are welcome to come with me. Got a whole family of people that look just like you. And I like motioned to the red hair.
Our plan was to drive south. Meet up with this guy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna need to talk to Lane.
Yeah, no
He's-
pressure. I just if
He's an asshole, but I don't know. Maybe he's all I got left.
we might need a couple assholes in this world now.
I I didn't see, but I don't see it. I'm sorry.
He made it pretty far.
I've never had a dog be more chill with me hiking them over my shoulder. I mean, it was amazing. He didn't even try to hurt me.
He was a good one.
Well, a dog's behavior says a lot about their owner. I'm really sorry, Anita.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go talk to Lane.
Yeah.
See what he thinks about everything.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
You too.
Thanks. And he stands up and he kind of falls back down in his chair. And in that moment, cut back in time, and we watch Ash enter the apartment. Ash, what do you do as you enter this apartment?
Ash would make sure that Billy gets in. Would kind of slump the stuff that they've been carrying off to one side. And Billy, sit down. I'm gonna take a look at you in a second.
All right, yeah, no worries. I'm not going anywhere. He kind of leans up against the wall.
And then the stuff that we found, the supply search was in this like safe house.
Yeah. So it's kind of like narratively as all this is going on, or kind of like as you first entered is where you grab all that stuff. Yeah.
I think
that makes so much sense that the rag would and like the shark, like everything where everybody ended up. Sorry.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I think that the first thing that I would do would kind of triage everybody and kind of do a rundown. I know that Rich is really hurt.
Yeah.
Really hurt.
I would say. Sorry, go ahead.
I would probably then like approach Lane and because I'm really hurt, I was like, hey, we need some serious medical supplies to help these people. I don't know if that's here. I don't know.
No, you're completely correct. Let me see what I can scrounge up. I think we have some stuff. And he goes into one of the bedrooms and shuts the door. And kind of as you're like making sure that Billy's okay, he comes back out and he gives you 2 medkits. This is what I was able to find.
No, this is great. Thank you so much.
Right. Listen, you don't owe me anything. I'm not trying to order you around. But after you make your rounds, if you can kind of report back to me about where we stand, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you for getting us here.
Listen, it's selfish. We need numbers. And he just stands up and walks over to the window.
And then with that, I would go around and kind of do some checks and yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's get some HP conversation going here. Before we start with the NPCs, are any of the PCs doing kind of rough or wear?
I don't feel good.
I feel terrible.
I feel great, honestly.
The blood could be coming from me, or it could be from someone else.
What are you at, Angie and Emily?
I'm at 5.
I'm at 6.
And so they each have 15 max. You then have Richie at 5 and Billy at 6. Yeah, I think that's it. Lane's at 13. He's not going to let anybody do anything to him. Yeah. So what are you at? Jimmy, are you full?
12.
12?
Pretty good.
So pretty good. So yeah, so you know where everybody's at?
I'm at 6.
Oof.
And we've got 19 health to dole out.
Okay, so if we got everyone up to 10, that would be 4 for Ash, 4 for Anita, 5 for Lex. I'm learning all these. So that's 13. And then 5 for Richie would be... That would be the full 18. and then Billy wouldn't be able to get up to 10. So you could split it between Richie and Billy, making them a little bit more even. You don't have to get everybody up to 10 if you don't want to. That was just my first idea.
Mechanically, we gain no health back from rest.
Actually, long rests will give you 1 hit point back.
1 hit point back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah, so you heal a little bit over time, but it takes you some time. Yeah, but human speed, exactly. Yeah. So a long rest will give you 1. So you feel pretty confident you're going to at least be able to spend 1 long rest here. Right. So you can consider that in your calculations as well.
Um.
And there's other apartments here. There's going to be ways to find other supplies and stuff too.
Yeah. 19 minus 4 for Anita, 5 for Lex. Billy's at 6 also.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rich is at
5.
5.
But he's gonna fight you on whatever you give him.
Yep.
Do you heal Billy 4?
Hold on, I'm doing some quick.
You're good.
Math.
You're totally good. We gotta love math.
Oh,
role playing and math.
Do math.
Wow. I'm the book smart.
Oh.
You can do it for now until I trademark it.
Nerd girl.
Turns out I am more than just a thembo.
Yes.
Thembo is amazing.
I'm gonna think of a really clever word by the end of the session.
The stream is going to see me do some live camera editing on Matt's camera angle.
He moved up. He said, "Oh."
Yeah, what if I just move right now? I know where my cameras are.
Oh gosh. This is messy stream. Oh gosh.
Stream, this is messy.
Oh, lordy day. Okay.
Oh, mercy me.
Mercy.
Clutch.
How do I look?
You look better now. But you're always good looking.
I was gonna say, is that an indictment on me or you?
Matt's the hot one of charmed persons.
We're all the hot ones.
Except Matt.
No, I can't possibly accept that honor.
Okay, never mind.
But he's already told all his friends.
Wait.
I'm gonna bring Anita and Lex up to 10.
Okay.
Okay. Lovely, thank you.
Thanks,
I'm
Ben.
going to bring myself, Rich, and Billy up to 8.
Okay.
And then hold back. I think that's 9, 11, 14. Hold back 4.
Okay, yeah.
It just in case of emergencies.
For sure, yeah. Okay, so in that that takes a while as Ash kind of like makes their way through everybody. And at the end of that, everybody has kind of gathered, like brought in chairs from the living room. Everyone's kind of like gathered in the living area, whether silent or whether actually speaking. And there is a knock on the door.
No.
I go up to the door, and is there a peephole?
There is a peephole.
I definitely checked. The
I
peephole.
heard it as people and not people.
Is there a single
people?
How many peepholes are on the other side of this door?
You look through the peephole, and
people?
you see a woman, who is very disheveled, and yet incredibly attractive. A tattoo on her neck. She's wearing an undercut. And you see this individual.
She's disheveled.
Oh,
Does she
Ash.
look panicked at all? Or?
She looks a little panicked, yeah. And then after a while, she knocks again. Hello?
I open the door at like a
Oh.
crack.
With the sound of the
Oh.
voice, with the sound of the voice, I like like freeze.
You
Like,
hear the word. You hear the word hello, and thank goodness you're done healing because you immediately freeze. You open the door.
I crack the door a little bit. Oh, hello there. What can I do for you?
Are you is Ash here?
I close the door.
What the fuck, guy?
Hey, is one of you Ash?
Through the door you hear, are you fucking Jimmy Carraway?
Oh my god.
I open the door back up and hand a business card and close the door.
Fuck you, guy.
I raise my hand and yeah, I walk over to the door. Yeah, they're here for me.
You can vouch for them?
I mean, yeah, she's kind of a cunt, but
Yes.
Well, I've been around my fair share of cunts.
All right. The door is opened.
I love it. I'm here for it.
The door is opened, and how do you pronounce the last name? Schiff or Skiff?
Schiff.
Schiff. And Rachel Schiff, Ash, your
Damn,
ex,
Ash.
enters the apartment.
Damn.
You immediately see her be overwhelmed. Are her pronouns she, her?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So you see her immediately get overwhelmed by what's going on. Starts to look at people, and then finally makes eye contact with you, and she runs to you and throws her arms around you. Oh my god!
I'm not ready for that, and just
Yeah, of course.
Like almost recoil, and then like gently bring my arms in. I try to make eye contact with Billy, and I'm just like,
Billy looks over at you, and he rolls his eyes and starts to hurtfully get up from where he's been sitting. And she pulls you back and just kind of looks in your face. I'm so glad you're okay.
I'm really glad that you're here. I'm glad that you made it.
I barely made it.
It's just you.
Yeah, no, it's just me. I was traveling with my assistant Mikey, and he. Oh my god, Ash, he was torn apart in front of me. I mean, I barely got out myself. And she turns and lifts up her shirt, and you see a bloody bite mark on her abdomen. God. One of them just sunk their teeth into me. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, sit down. Here, let me.
Okay. And she sits down. Kind of lifts up her shirt. She kind of there's a little bit more privacy here. She leans in. Who are all these people? What are you doing here?
I found some folks in the park.
You were in the park?
Yeah. We lost some people along the way too.
My God, they said the park was overrun.
I mean, the military was there. They were just shooting people.
What?
Yeah. The camps down there. I think that's where this started.
And you're just this is all happening as you're dressing. And we'll just say no actual healing happening, just narratively kind of. I won't take any stats away from you. Ash, I mean, this is chaos. The world's falling apart.
I don't know what we're gonna do.
I'm really glad that I found you. And she reaches up and she touches your face. I'm really glad.
I lean into the comfort of the moment and just cry and bring my hand up to hers and kiss her palm for a second.
In this nice, sweet, tender moment, you feel a little bit extra oxygen into your lungs. And then you hear, "Hi, Rachel." And you look above your shoulder, and you see Billy standing there. Good to see you here. She's just like super dry, and her vision changes and just kind of like falls flat, and she looks over Billy and looks back over at you. Thank you. That feels better.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck is that? And Calvin, returning from the bathroom, points to the bite mark that is on Rachel's abdomen. What the fuck is that? Has she been bitten?
Yeah, but it's fine. I'm cleaning it up.
I mean, isn't that how all these other people got sick, right? People got bit and they got sick?
We don't know that.
Just calm down a little bit, Calvin. You're
Hey.
a little bit of...
Jimmy, I swear to God, I will kick your ass right here and now if you open one more syllable to me.
You could kick my ass.
He charges you. I need you to roll a brawn check.
Oh my god.
Yep, no problem. Brawn.
He rolled a 12.
This +2. I rolled a 6.
6. He slams you down into the ground. He is going to roll to attack you. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
He does 1 point of bludgeoning damage to you. As he clocks you right across the jaw, Ash.
Yeah, I'm pissed because I just spent a lot of time patching people up, and this guy's been a point of anxiety and anger, and I go up and I try and like pull him off and shove him off of
Yeah, go ahead and roll a brawn check.
Which is gonna not go well, I think. But brawn, it's a adding 0 to it, but it's a high roll of 18.
An 18.
Oh,
you are able to knock Calvin off of Jimmy. Calvin thuds against the ground and then immediately like gets to his knees, stands up, and takes his pistol out. All right.
I pop up from the ground with my pistol out as well, and I put it against his head. Fuck you, man! I've had enough of your shit. Who would miss you if I just took you out right now? Who here would miss this guy? Fuck this guy, right?
He puts his pistol to your head.
Are we out of the bathroom at this point?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Assholes.
All right.
Fuck down.
I
don't want anybody find like any of those things coming up here, and you stop undoing the hard work that I just fucking did, patching all you.
You hear cocking as Lane steps from behind Ash, gun pointed up at Calvin, and says, "Listen to the nurse. Now is not the time to start this. Put your gun down, you Neanderthal." Calvin, like, pushes the pistol, like, against your head, Jimmy, and pushes you away. You know what? I was just trying to do something fucking good. Those people were going to attack us in the truck. And you know they were. He points over to Lane. And then he looks over at you, Ash. You put your fucking hands on me again.
You want to do something good? What do you got on you? You holding out? People could use some of that shit to help with the pain that they're dealing with.
I gave the last of what I had to your good friend over there that you saved. You know, the good guy. And he rolls his eyes.
Just
All right.
Let that moment pass.
Yeah.
All right, Calvin. How about you take a quick breather? I think your services for tonight are done here.
Oh, what, you gonna kick me out of this apartment?
I would love nothing more, you piece of shit.
Oh, now I'm a piece of shit. But today, my phone was blowing up. Please, Calvin, I just need a little bit. Please, Calvin, I'm sick. Please, Calvin, I just want to feel happy for one moment.
I'd punch him in the face.
Roll for attack.
Fucking Christ.
19.
19 hits. Roll for damage. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a D4 plus your brawn or a muscle.
That's 6.
Oh. You lean back and clock Calvin. He would not expect this from Jimmy, from old Jimmy, from pre-outbreak Jimmy. This would not be something that he would expect, and he is completely thrown off. As you clock him, you feel your knuckles dislocate his jaw as you punch him across the face. He falls back to the ground. Anyone who wants to be involved in this moment, I need to roll an agility check.
No, I back the fuck away.
As he pulls out his gun.
You guys want to compare dicks? I'll let you do it.
How close is Anita?
Close.
Yeah, I think I would like try as hard as I can to pull Anita and Mina like
yeah,
into
I mean,
the
it looks like
bathroom.
into the bathroom. Okay, yeah, yeah, for sure.
And like shut the door and lock it if I can.
Oof, Calvin got an 18.
I'm gonna try to pull my pistol as well.
Okay, yeah, Ash, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Okay, all right. Well, you're in there.
I rolled a natural 1 in my agility check.
All right, I am gonna roll
That
for Lane
bad?
as well because Lane was paying attention to this moment. Lane rolled a 15. So Calvin is going to attempt to shoot Jimmy.
God damn it.
Okay.
What
So-
just happened?
Okay, so that's a nat 20 on the die.
Uh,
Okay,
Um,
but yeah, no, go. Yes, please say what you're gonna say, please. I didn't know how to get out of this mechanically.
As he's about to shoot, I just look him straight in the eyes and say, "You're not a murderer. You can't do it. I'm going to use mind games."
Okay, amazing. All right, I am going to re-roll. This time I'm gonna roll in the chat of doom.
What was it? Oh no! Is it a nat 20 again?
no, it's a 19.
It's only a 19, but it is a 19, so this is full damage. What are you at?
Okay. 11.
Okay, so this is a D6 plus 2. So that's 7 points of damage as the bullet enters your abdomen.
Oh.
Lane is then going to fire. Lane gets a 17.
Kill this bitch, honestly.
This is a D8 plus 3. Oof, with a 1, that's only 4 points of damage. Ash. No, wait. What did you get?
I got a 6.
6, and then what did you get, Jimmy?
1.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
so
1.
Ash.
Yeah. Ash, the whole time was not gonna draw down on him, but I am gonna try and grab a hold of his arm and maybe get the gun away.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll brawn check. A testing brawn checks here. Okay, you got a 10.
I got 16.
Okay, so as quickly as it started, it's over. A bullet has entered Jimmy's abdomen. Lane kind of let off a brief burst that entered into Calvin's legs. Ash, before anything else can get out of hand, leaps forward, pushes like down on Calvin's leg where he got shot. He screams in pain and kind of like pulls back, and that's when Ash grabs the gun and wrings it from his hand. Calvin is now on the ground.
I stand up, kind of stagger a little bit to my feet, look down. Calvin he's like laying on the ground.
Yeah, he's on the ground holding his leg. Oh.
Fucking trusted you. You were my only friend for so long. Fuck you, man.
You're
I
pathetic.
should just fucking kill you right now.
You don't have the fucking balls, Caraway. Officer
Might run
Kavanaugh
away.
comes over and puts a hand on your shoulder.
Yeah.
I just turn around. Fuck. I got fucking shot. Someone.
There's an exit wound. You have an exit wound. You're okay. Come over here. Come over here, sit down. Um, Calvin looks up at you, Ash. You got some guts, Murphy.
Yeah. Ash is holding the gun on Calvin, like
Yeah,
fully shaking. Like this is not
yeah.
the position that I wanted to be.
You feel. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say I try and find Lane.
I was just about to say you feel a hand on your hand, kind of push it down, and Lane looks at you, nodding. Good job. I've got this. Okay, I've got this. Lane kind of like very calmly puts the gun down that you're holding, almost smiles a little bit, turns to Calvin, knocks him out with the butt of his gun. Okay.
I immediately sigh that he didn't just shoot him.
Yeah.
Because a part of me was giving that responsibility away.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
At that point in time, I look at Rachel, like I'm full of endorphins. I look at Billy, and I just like have to go help Jimmy now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So you rush over to Jimmy. Officer Kavanaugh's there, like putting pressure on the wound.
Fuck this hurts so. Fuck me, god damn it.
Ash, your name's Ash. He's bleeding pretty bad. I'm not quite sure what to do. I didn't really finish.
You have to give me morphine. Knock me out. I don't know. Just fucking help me.
Okay.
Oh god.
Hey, and she kind of grabs your chin and she pulls you to looking at her, and she says, "Hey, you're making it to the 4th fucking season. Okay, just take a breath."
Okay. Fuck. Oh, okay.
What are we talking about?
And what do you heal the remaining 4 to?
Yeah, I give the remaining 4 to Jimmy.
Okay.
And, at some point in time, while Calvin's knocked out, I do want to see if he's got any drugs on him.
Okay, for sure. So you go over and go up to Calvin. Calvin was holding out. Calvin has a small little twisted round white baggie, and he also has a prescription bottle of oxycodone.
The white baggie is cocaine.
Yes.
I grab Billy and I take him to the bathroom with me.
Okay.
And I
Come on
kind of make him like engage in this moment with me as we flush the white baggie.
Okay, so you open the door to the bathroom and you see Anita, Mina, and Lex all kind of like standing by the bathtub, just like waiting for like, is it over? What happened out there?
Fuck.
Calvin
Is an asshole, Billy says, and grabs the baggie from your hand and throws it in the toilet, flushing it.
Was that cocaine?
Yes.
I do go back to Jimmy and then like break up an oxycodone in half and give him one.
You come back out to me and I pulled my baggie out and I'm doing a line.
Oh my god.
The white baggie that Calvin originally gave you is not cocaine. It is your other device. Yeah.
You're what?
Well, then you're doing just fine pain-wise.
Well, I mean, it would take you a little bit more. I mean, you're gonna have to like finagle a way to take it, but yeah, it is not coke.
Motherfucker. Thanks, Ash, for patching me up. That getting shot fucking sucks. I thought I could handle it. I was crying like a baby.
Hey, no, you took it like a champ, Kavanaugh says.
Alicia, I'm so... I grab her. I couldn't have done it without you, Alicia. Alicia.
Yeah.
Alicia.
Yes, that's my name.
I just gotta say it over and over so I remember it. Alicia.
Right. She kind of laughs and she looks over at you, Ash. He's okay. Thank you. Are you okay?
I will be.
Okay. Do you want someone to do something with that? And you like look at the Calvin's handgun that has been like you just subconsciously like placed in your waistband. You can keep it if you want.
As long as we keep it away from that dick.
Yeah. So you know him? you both know him? And she kind of looks over at you, Jimmy.
Yeah, my dealer.
A lifetime ago.
Hey, I don't think I'm a cop anymore, so no judgment here.
Yeah, Ash, you bought from Calvin before? I don't.
Used to hang out in the same crowds as me for a little while.
Yeah, I always knew that he was probably charging me a little bit extra. I should have fucking cut ties with him a long time ago. Yeah.
I think you should have cut ties for him for a lot of reasons, Jimmy.
You know, sometimes it's nice to kind of go over there and just kind of hang out. It's nice to just kind of get high and watch TV with someone for a little bit, but after a while, it's like, you really get that feeling like, oh, this guy sucks. But it's kind of tradition at this point to hang out. So, and great, now we're in the apocalypse, and I gotta fucking hang out with him some more. Sorry, I punched him in the face. I should be better.
I mean, he fucking deserved it.
And hey, if your mouth got you in trouble tonight, it helped out a couple of us too. So
Yeah, you're really good at drawing attention to yourself.
Well, that's why they paid me the big bucks.
You like look over and see Lane is like just stopping the bleed, like not healing, but just stopping the bleeding of Calvin. And Mina and Richie are kind of just silent in this moment. Rachel is sitting on the couch now, and is like watching everything and seems concerned, but seems to be a little distracted. And in this moment, there is another knock on the door.
Boy.
I mean, Anita definitely was, no offense, disappointed by the first knock on the door and would run to the door.
Do you just open it or do you look outside?
I'll peek.
You peek outside.
look at the people.
You people outside, and you see who it is, and you immediately open the door. To your brother Andy.
I mean, I just like squeezed the shit out of him.
Yeah, ow. Hey, hi.
You're here.
Hey, sis. And he kind of like looks around at everybody else. Oh, shit. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Are you okay?
He's got like a black eye. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm okay. I made it from the bridge. Well, there was this helicopter that came and it picked a bunch of us up. And then they had to take a landing, and we were trying to pick up other people, and the copter got overrun, and I don't know. I barely made it here.
I just hug him again.
Yeah. Oof. Ow. Sorry, my ribs.
I'm sorry.
No, and he kind of lifts up his shirt, and you see no bite, but just bruised ribs. And he looks at you, and he's like, "What the fuck? A guy tried to bite me. There's people out there trying to bite other white people."
Yeah.
Jeez. No, yeah, I didn't let him get me though. But
Okay.
God.
Annie, I'm so glad you're here. This is everybody here. We escaped from Central Park together. This is my brother.
Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
what's up?
Hi, Jimmy Caraway.
Yep.
Yep, in the flesh.
Oh my God. Hi. Sorry. Hi, everybody. I'm Andy Kent. Always wanted the name Clark. So stupid joke. I do it every time. Never works.
Was it like some comic book shit?
Yeah. Superman's alter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
that's what I-
Yeah. Thanks so much for taking care of my little sis. I really appreciate it.
Ash is a nurse. Maybe they can look at your ribs.
Oh, I mean, maybe if you'd be willing, and you hear this crackling noise. You hear a muffled voice. And he kind of, oh yeah, and he pulls out this military grade RC radio. And
Okay.
he says, I was able to grab this from the copter before everything went down. It seems to be the only way to get any information. Everything else is like shut down. And he's like talking over the message, and as he finishes talking over the message, you start to hear what the message is saying. And you hear through the message various voices kind of jarbled with one another. They are sounding a retreat from the city of New York. And the last thing that you hear from the message is, Roger, 1200 tomorrow, bombs away. And that is where we are going to stop tonight's session.
Gotta go to the farm.
As it has been an emotional session, a lot has happened, a lot more character development, and we will continue next week with part 3 of season 2 of The Remains. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. This coming Sunday is a continuation of the Teheroth campaign, our long-running campaign. So join us there, 2 p.m. Central. And as always, you can stay tuned at Charmed Persons on all social media. You can catch up with the first season of The Remains on or any of our other past videos on YouTube, auditorially through Spotify. We're everywhere. It's hard not to find us, so just search for us. Thank you again for watching. Thank you to my players, the best players a GM can ask for. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye-bye.